Hello, everyone. This is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. And let's see here. What are we going to talk about today? How about we talk about YouTube? I mean, it seems like everyone else is talking about YouTube right now, right? And we're not going to talk about analytics or algorithms or things like that. But I do kind of want to discuss the city YouTube. Sorry. And part of this is inspired by that terrible YouTube Rewind video that everyone is commenting on. And you know what? There have been people who have been on this platform way longer than I have, do way more stuff than I do, probably watch a lot more than I do. I even struggle with the whole YouTube concept. I mean, what is my channel? Is it a vlog? Am I just ranting? Am I part of a community? I mean, I try, but I've got Asperger's, so I don't connect. YouTube is this strange thing. I don't even like looking at myself. I'm actually very camera shy, if you can believe it or not. I'm getting less camera shy, I guess, the more of these I make. But I mean, I make them and I edit them, and then after I edit them, like if I started watching, it's like, oh god, just stop looking at that fat, stupid piece of. Oh, I don't know. But one thing I will say about YouTube, one thing I will always say about YouTube, or well, I hope to always say about YouTube, that what attracted me is that it's unique. It is unique. I mean, I have heard it described as several things. Some people have said it's a dumping ground for cat videos and home movies that, you are for some reason subjecting the world to watch if they find you. And some people have said it's actually kind of like a crossbreed between social media and I don't know. There was a good term for it where it's like you can share videos, but it also has a social aspect. I probably should have thought that one out before I used it as an example. I can actually remember what it is I was trying to make an example out of. But the bottom line is YouTube is unique. It's got its own voice. It's its own thing. That's why no site has really come close to touching it. One day they might, possibly because someone's going to get pissed off over the algorithms. I'm just going to throw that one out there. But it's its own thing. And there's been a lot of talk about how YouTube is trying to move away from people like me and people like Nostalgia Critic and the Angry Video Game Nerd and Philip DeFranco. They're moving away from those people. I also like Review Tech USA, for the record, and Becky Boop. And they're trying to go for more mainstream stuff. They now purposefully dedicate portions of their homepage and the subscriptions and recommended pages to mainstream content like the Ellen DeGeneres Show, the Tonight Show, and is Conan still around? I'm gonna assume Conan's still around. The Daily Show. There, I know the Daily Show's still around. Where those likes and subscribes, they used to actually mean something. Now they don't really mean anything anymore because YouTube is deliberately altering the algorithm. I guess we're going to talk about the algorithm at this point because they want mainstream media content on their site. They want to highlight it. They want to be in business with these people. And you know what? If they want to go in that direction, we can't necessarily stop them. I do believe that another site will pop up to cater to the creators, and those creators can eventually go somewhere else, and YouTube will then have all the mainstream content they want. That's pretty much kind of what eBay wanted to be. Like eBay, I mean, they've gotten a little better, but eBay at one point was like so against third-party sellers. They wanted like, oh, well, we want to do business with Target and Walmart and Best Buy. We want eBay to kind of be like a little stopgap for the mainstream big box stores, and they're kind of moving back to the small-time sellers. But for a while, they were chasing the big corporations, and it didn't work out. And here's why it doesn't work out. And here's why it's not going to work out for YouTube. No matter how much they think it's going to work out, it's not going to work out in the long run. Because here's the thing. Right now, YouTube is, again, unique. It provides something that other sites don't have. Mainly that people's own personal content is uploaded. And whether you want to watch it or not, it's totally up to you. It's organically grown. It's not forced down your throat. I mean, the likes and the shares and the favorites and the subscriptions once meant something. That meant that these people liked your stuff and would share, and you would grow organically. That's how the angry video game nerd and PewDiePie and all these YouTubers got big. Word of mouth, organically. YouTube used to be organic. It's not organic anymore, and it won't be organic so long as they chase the corporations. But here's the problem with chasing the corporations. Okay, so you have Ellen on YouTube now. You have The Daily Show. You have that car karaoke song, that show that seems to always be trending in my Facebook feed for some reason. Like, is it really that entertaining to watch celebrities sing songs, folks? Sorry to pause the editorial or the rant or the questioning, whatever you want to call this, but is it really that entertaining to watch Michelle Obama sing "Good Morning LA" or whatever the heck it is she's saying? Okay, let's get back on topic. Yeah, so you have this content, but you know who else has this content? Hulu has this content. In some cases, Netflix has this content. In some cases, Amazon has this content. In many cases, iTunes has this content. Vudu has this content. In fact, all these content makers, they have their own apps that show this content. Do you see where I'm going with this yet? If not, let me explain. Here's the thing. Right now, YouTube, they're in a transition period, but they have stuff that other networks don't have. They have content other sites don't have. And that's what makes them valuable. And yes, they want the mainstream content, but the problem is the mainstream content is trying to be everywhere. That's why it's called mainstream. Let's say YouTube gets their wish. And I'm not going to say they're going to try to completely eradicate the small YouTubers. I don't think they're going to be that dumb, but they definitely want the studio content to be bigger on their channel. They want to promote YouTube Red, and they want to push it, and this is how you do it, unfortunately. What if they do that? Well, they will have The Daily Show. They might have full up to The Daily Show, but guess what? So do 5 other platforms. And now you're competing with 5 other platforms to get viewership of this show. And it's like this for almost every mainstream content out there. If you get The Big Bang Theory on YouTube, you're competing with CBS Now. If you get The Walking Dead, guess what? There are like 10 streaming sites that are showing The Walking Dead. But YouTube, at the moment, with its original creators, with their homegrown stuff, with the smaller YouTubers, and even the big YouTubers, even PewDiePie, it's like 50 million, and don't like the guy's videos, but you know what? There's kind of something to be said. Like, no one else has PewDiePie, and people watch his videos. Heck, if I know why, but people watch them. That's an asset YouTube needs to cling to. They need to protect that asset. This is why they need to protect the YouTube community, because whether they realize it or not, that is going to be their bread and butter. Will it be as big as the mainstream shows? Will it be as big as 60 Minutes? Probably not. I'd be surprised if it was. But here's the thing. You are the only one who has it. You're the only one who has these creators. You're the only one who have these videos. You start going after the mainstream content and you get some. Is it mainstream? Yes, but other people might have it. These companies aren't stupid. Unless you pay a lot of money for an exclusive deal, they can sell to whoever they want. That's why syndication is profitable. That's why Seinfeld is profitable. I mean, YouTube gets Seinfeld. Well, guess what? TBS has Seinfeld. Your local television affiliates have Seinfeld. Comedy Central has Seinfeld. I don't know if that's actually true, but I'm not. Or Law and Order. Law and Order seems to be on every other cable channel. I mean, yes, it gets people, and yes, there's always going to be people watching it, but you are competing with other services, and now that mainstream content might be getting the exact same amount of viewers, if not less, than the homegrown YouTubers that you don't have to pay money for except through the Google Analytics and the partnerships. But you see what I'm saying? YouTube, you don't want to go in this direction. I mean, I can't tell you not to. Some people just have to learn the hard way. They have to try and they find out what it's really like and they fail. That's just the way it is. But in my opinion, YouTube really needs to bring some of the organicness of the site back. They need to let the likes and the subscribes and the clicks do the talking for them. They need to let the community share the videos, because I have to tell you, I know a fair amount of people who watch YouTube, way more than they should. I don't think YouTube is that great as an entertainment platform. I really don't, even though I'm on it. That's why I watch TV. That's why I watch Hulu. But the bottom line is, some of those people, I have friends who do watch a lot of YouTube. And you know what? They could care less about The Daily Show. They could care less about this mainstream content because it's everywhere. They don't care if it's on YouTube. They want the organic YouTube experience. And the more YouTube realizes that that's actually their greatest asset, the better, the faster we can move along, get these problems fixed, and make YouTube great again, as the hashtag goes. It's like, and if YouTube loses this asset, someone else will pick it up because someone else will realize the value in that asset. And when they do, it might be too late for YouTube to get that asset back. So that's my thoughts on YouTube Rewind, if you will, or the future of YouTube. I mean, am I saying anything new? Probably not. But hey, it's less than 20 minutes this time, folks. Unlike the South Park video that went on for like 20 something minutes. Yes, I do have to get a life. I acknowledge that. Yeah. So anyway, but what do you guys think? I'd like to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.